Hello and welcome back to What It Feels Like. We will be continuing with Left Off, which if you recall is after Wyatt dropped off Mylo at the frat house. Frat houses. Anyways, but Wyatt did sort of point something out that I forgot to mention in the previous, outro, whatever, where he was saying, he's not exactly disapproving of what's going on between Mylo and Baxter, but he's sort of anticipating that it may or may not work. And considering that he views Mylo as Lizzie's little brother from another mother, I think he's worried. He's worried, and he's probably seeing all the signs that this probably won't end well. Which of course Mylo is dismissing, because of course it's Mylo. Nobody has ever accused him of being smart. Also previously, we met Dahlia, momentarily. Baxter and her had a conversation which we did not hear. And we saw that Baxter was a little handsy with Mylo when someone else would come in and be like, "Oh, Mylo, And Baxter was like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend, let it go." But yeah, we may be seeing a bit more of that literally in this video. So yeah. Anyway, I guess, let's continue. The music is obscenely loud, and the deeper that we go into the house, the louder it gets, to the point where I can feel the bass reverberate inside my ribcage. The house isn't as full as I thought it'd be. The image of a packed house party like these in college movies comes to mind, but there's enough people to make the place feel stuffy and hot. Baxter makes a beeline towards the kitchen, where loads of different alcoholic drinks are scattered around the island, in the center of it, along with stacks of big red cups. He wastes no time in grabbing two and handing me one, and when he sees me looking at him nervously, he leans in close to talk to me, shouting in my ear so that I could hear him over the music. "You drink, right? Don't tell me that you're a Mormon or something." "Right, I'm a gay Mormon at a college house party." "So, why the face?" "I've never gotten drunk in front of so many people." "Shh, you'll be fine." He grabs a bottle of vodka and starts pouring me some, swaying his body to the music as he does. "Alright, before anything, we gotta set some ground rules." "Rules? At a party?" "Rule number 1, we stick together through the whole night. If you need a pee, you let me know. I'll even help you aim." "I think I can manage." But seriously, stay with me, alright?" "Got it." Not like there's anywhere else that I could go. Rule number 2, when I drink, you drink, so that we can get a good buzz going at the same time. I don't think that I could keep up with you. You never seen me drink before. Well, you look like someone who drinks a whole lot. You and your preconceptions, I bet you'll end up drinking more than I do. And last rule, no frowning. Let's have some fun tonight. Let loose a little, Russo. Enjoy yourself. I look down at the clear liquid in my cup, knowing that it'll burn going down my throat. I then look back up at Baxter, whose fiery red eyes light up like the sun, looking at me expectingly. And I think that I understand what Wyatt meant. Deal. Woo! We clink the plastic cups together and drink in unison, and when we finish the shot, he pours us another one and we drink those too. As expected, they burn going down, but after about a second, the warmth inside my chest starts to feel good. Alright, come on. Let me see if the rest of the guys are around here. We make our way to the living room, hand in hand, when a familiar set of horns catches my attention in the hallway. "Stella?" "Oh my gosh, Mylo." She gives me a quick, friendly hug, smushing her cheek against mine, then pulls away and does a few excited hops. "What are you doing here?" Partying? What are you doing here? You don't go to our school." "I know. Weird, right? Also, I'm sorry that I didn't show up yesterday. I can't believe that I missed it. Did Deez give you my number?" "He was going to, but I think he forgot." "Ugh, he's so useless." She, or is it he, looks over to Baxter, smiling skeptically at him. "And who's this?" This is Baxter. Baxter, this is... Stella. Hey. Hey, you know Mylo? Sort of. My brother works at the bar he plays at. Oh, yeah. I see the resemblance. She nods, then quickly leans over to me and talks into my ear. Is this him? Different guy. Oh. Her smile quickly turns bright and she beams at Baxter. Awesome. You guys have fun then. I'll be... Hey. Out of nowhere, Oreo stumbles towards us, all smiles and clearly drunk. Oi. Mylo, you made it. Looking good. He grabs my hand with his free one and holds it to his chest, sheepishly grinning. Hey, you tell me if Baxter ain't cutting it for you, I'll be happy to dance with you tonight. I blush deeply. No one's ever flirted with me so blatantly before. Well, other than Baxter, of course. Thanks? I think. Baxter laughs and gently, but firmly, pushes Oreo off from his grip on me, grabbing me from the waist with a strained smile. You sure got drunk quickly. I've been drinking since 7, man. Can't show up to a party sober. Is this the guy? Also different. Damn, how many guys do you know? And who's this? Oreo's attention goes to Stella, then back angrily at Baxter. What the hell, Bax? First Dahlia, then Mylo, now this hottie? Where are you finding all these cute people? Hey, you can keep the guy. I'll get the girl. I'm actually... Oh, don't say you have a boyfriend. That's not... Come on, one dance. He holds his hand out to Stella, who shoots me a worried but maybe a little excited look, and she bashfully takes it. Okay, one dance. Yeah, come on. In a sort of conga-like fashion, they strut towards the living room, and I'm about to follow them when Baxter pulls me back firmly to his side, making sure the other two are out of earshot. New rule, you don't let any of the other guys put hands on you tonight. I blink at him, a bit surprised, then let out a laugh. He was drunk. Don't care, he's not the only one who's touched you. What do you mean? Arnie, Deez, now Oreo? It's like guys can't help but grab you, and you don't exactly push him away. Oh, and you're any better? I am, because I'm your boyfriend. It's my God-given right as an American citizen to hold you. Uh-huh. I mean it though. You're all mine tonight. Got that, Russo? I'm not sure where this is coming from, but it does flatter me a bit to have him act so jealous of other guys. Whether this is just an act or something more, I'm not entirely sure. But if there's one thing that I've learned about Baxter, it's that doing what he says has done me good so far. Alright, deal. I playfully rest my arms on his shoulders, hugging him close. You're kinda cute when you're jealous. To my extreme shock, he actually blushes, staring at me unflinchingly, but he quickly smiles, the confidence I'm so used to seeing coming back in an instant. You're cute all the time. Yeah, right. Too drunk? Nah. Let's fix that. Throughout the whole next hour or so, Baxter and I drink about 6 shots of vodka and a beer each, cycling through dancing and drinking, and by the 7th shot the night starts to become a dizzy neon haze. But why not admit it? I'm having a blast. The music is perfect for dancing, early 2010s club music, and although I expected to feel self-conscious dancing with another guy in front of so many people, Baxter's so energetic that I barely have time to focus on who's watching and who isn't. And boy is he ever energetic. He playfully sings the lyrics of the songs out, hugs me close, jumps to the music, spins me, lifts me up, sometimes all those things at once. Somewhere through the night though, Baxter's mood shifts. He's looking around the room, restless, as if looking for someone. You okay? His attention snaps back to me and he nods, smiling coolly. Yeah? You? Yeah. Are you looking for someone? Nah. Was Dahlia supposed to show up? That's what she said, at least. Sorry. What? No! He pulls me in, smushing our bodies together and swaying with me to the music. I'm with you. It's fine. Yeah, but... Besides, someone else is here too, and he's been watching us all night. He's here? I haven't seen him at all. My eyes start darting around the room, trying to find him, but Baxter grabs my chin and makes me face him. He's here. Trust me. He spins me around and pins his body against mine, back to chest, putting his mouth right on my ear. Let's give him something to stare at, Russo? It's probably the alcohol, but any resistance that I could have normally put up is non-existent now, and I eagerly push my body back towards him, incentivizing him to grab my hips and grind against me. Baxter's hands run up my body, going underneath my jacket and caressing every curve of my torso as his mouth lands firmly on my neck, giving it a long, firm kiss. Yeah, he's definitely drunk. Even he wouldn't go this far. But I don't care. In fact, if anything, I'm soaking it all in, leaning my head to the side to let him kiss me more. I want him to kiss me more. My wish is soon granted as I feel him open his maw and lick along my fur, that rough yet very wet tongue making a shiver run down my entire body. Despite what Baxter said, I do try to look for Jacob in this moment, and it doesn't take long until I find him. There, not too far from us, sitting on one of the sofas, staring right at me as he takes a sip from his cup. He looks pissed. At Baxter? Me? My heart flip-flops in my chest, worried that I'm the one that he's angry at. But wait a minute. What does he care? That's right. He's the one who said that he needed time to figure things out. What does he expect me to do? Sit around and wait for him? I should be the one who's pissed. I am pissed. Suddenly, Baxter pulls me off of him and spins me around, pulling me to face him and leaning in close to me as my arms instinctively wrap around his shoulders. Hey. Hi. You having fun? Lots of fun. Yeah? This isn't too much for you? I'm fine. Better than fine. Good. You let me know if I go too far though, okay? He gives me a cute, drunk smile, and for some reason, I get the insatiable urge to kiss him. No. That'll just be messy and awkward for us, wouldn't it? But in the glow of the cheap LED lights, his gaze on me makes my tummy turn, and when I press my body tighter against his, he just grins wider. No, it's not really a grin this time, is it? Maybe I really am just wasted. But his smile seems softer, happier. Like he's genuinely happy to be here with me. Bax? What, baby? You know, in some alternate universe where we met under normal, less crazy circumstances, I think that I would have really seriously fallen in love with you. Oh. Yeah? Yeah. So... no chance that you'd fall for me in this one? I smile at him. I didn't say that. Hey. Hey. Can I kiss you? Yeah. He leans in, his breath hitting my lips. You sure? No. But do it anyways. He stares at me for a second, searching my eyes for something. And then he leans in the rest of the way, planting his lips firmly on mine. It takes a moment to register that I'm actually kissing him. The sensation of his arms around me, the smell of his cologne, the music that is so loud that I am positive that it'll make my ears ring later. Slowly, one by one, start to fade away from my senses. Until all I feel is his kiss. Surprisingly, Baxter is a very good kisser. He's slow, methodical, as if taking in every taste and feeling one at a time. His tongue, although having that signature feline roughness, feels slippery and wet against my own, and he takes his time slowly swirling it around mine. He grips my hips tighter, pulling me as close as he can, moaning and even purring into the kiss, and I hug him closer, wanting more and more of him. This feeling of hunger, of never wanting this kiss to end, is a bit foreign to me, and I can't help but compare him a little to Jacob. He's the only other guy that I've kissed after all. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but they're definitely different. It's almost like when Jacob kisses me, he focuses on the act of kissing itself. Baxter feels like all he's focused on is me. And I don't think that I've ever felt this good kissing Jacob, I think drunkenly. I'm not sure how long we kissed, if it was hours, it felt like minutes. If it was minutes, it felt like days. But we eventually pull away from each other, and when I open my eyes, Baxter's licking his lips, grinning like he always does. Damn, Russo. If I knew you could kiss like that, I would have asked ages ago. Kind of didn't want to stop for a second there. Why did you? Why did I what? Stop. He chuckles, never looking away from me. My heart skips a beat when he starts to lean in again and I close my eyes. Mylo. My body freezes and my heart drops as I turn to look up at Jacob, who's glaring down at me. Can I talk to you? He's busy. I look back at Baxter, standing his ground and not loosening his grip on me even a little bit, staring icily at Jacob. And Jacob returns his glare. Why don't you stay out of this? I am not the one sticking his nose into other people's business. I wasn't even talking to you. I'm talking to Mylo. He can't really answer you. Like I said, he and I are busy. Jacob huffs angrily and turns back to me, ignoring Baxter. Mylo, come on. I want to talk to you. He's with me. Fuck off. Can you shut the fuck up and let him talk? You seriously think that I'm gonna stand here and let you drag him away? Fuck off. Mylo, please. Mylo, let's get out of here. Hey Mylo, come here for a sec. Before either of them can react, Stella grabs me by the hand and drags me away, practically running down the hall and pushing us to the backyard. She slows down and leads me towards a couple of plastic lawn chairs, sticky with God knows what, but she sits me down on one anyways and sits herself right next to me. I'm a bit disorientated, my heart racing and nerves boosted up to 100, but Stella's voice brings me back to the moment. My bad. I saw those two on you and I kind of just reacted. Sorry if you didn't really need saving. No. Don't apologize. I'm glad you got me out of there. I don't know what I would have done. Thanks, Stella. Or is it Steph? Stella's fine. She hugs her knees up close to her chest and rests her chin on them, a nervous look on her face. You, probably want an explanation for that, huh? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Are you trans? I guess. I mean, I like being seen as a girl. I love dressing this way, and when people who don't know I'm a guy ask me what my name is, I give them the girl one. But it's not like I've got crazy dysphoria or anything. I don't care too much that Deez calls me Steph. Really? Do you think that he's transphobic or something? No, that's not it at all. He's always been supportive of me, When I came out to my parents, they were livid. Back when I was just starting to cross-dress, they found me out and they kicked me out of the house. So Dees took me in for a while. He let me stay with him and his girlfriend and didn't care that I would buy girl clothes sometimes. But if I tell him that I want to be a girl, my parents would find out sooner or later. And when they do, if they find out Dees supports me, which I don't doubt that he'd do, they'll cut off contact with him. Just like they did with me. I love my parents, despite how much they hate who I am, and I know Dees loves them too. I don't want them to cut contact with him just because I want to be a girl. That's so selfish. So, whatever, If having Dees see me as a guy for the rest of my life is the price that I have to pay so that he could talk to my parents, I can live with that. I'm so sorry, Stella. You shouldn't have to hide that part of yourself from anyone. It's just how it is. It'll be fine. Everyone hides parts of themselves, and I'm no different. But enough about me. What about you? What was going on back there? I'm guessing the wolf is the guy. If he's not, then I'm gonna start thinking that you're a bit of... The wolf's the guy. Yeah. Right. I thought as much. So the cheetah's a new guy? Or are you just with him tonight to make the wolf jealous? It's a bit scary how perceptive she is. Something like that. A bit of both. So, who do you like more? Huh? If you had to choose between them, who would you have chosen? My heart of hearts says Jacob, of course. But if in the hypothetical scenario that Baxter liked me for real, would the decision be so easy? Would Jacob even be a choice? Oh, here comes one of them now. I turn to look where she's looking, and a worried Baxter and I lock eyes, freezing him in his tracks for a moment. He came looking for me. He slowly walks towards us, hands in his pocket, a little dejected. Hey. Hi. You, broke rule number 1. I know. I'm sorry. Do you, want to get out of here? Yeah. He holds his hand out, and after a beat, I take it, the now familiar warmth of his fingers locked in, mine filling me with a sense of safety. Bye, Stargirl. Stella, and before you go, Mylo, give me your number. Oh, right. We quickly exchange them, and she smiles at me in a way that says, good luck. I'll talk to you soon about recording that album. Thanks. See you then. We wave our goodbyes and Baxter slowly starts leading me back inside. Once we've squeezed our way to the front porch, I squeeze his hand to get his attention. You're in no condition to drive. You know that, right? Yeah. The beach is pretty close. Do you want to sit there? Sober up for a bit? Yeah. I nod, and we both drunkenly start walking towards there, hand in hand. It doesn't take too long, a couple of blocks and we already hit the sand, and as soon as we do, Baxter collapses onto it, laying on his back and looking up in a drunken haze. I sit next to him, the sound of the waves from the Black Sea drowning out the music that can still be heard nearby. We sit like that in silence for what seems like an eternity until he finally speaks up. I'm sorry. For what? For ruining our plan. The whole point of that was to get him jealous, and it worked. I was too stubborn to let you go with him, though. So, I'm sorry about that. I shake my head, even though I know he's not looking at me. No, it's okay. We'll have another chance, I guess. Yeah. He chuckles dryly, his eyes never leaving the starry sky. Though, if I'm completely honest with you, Russo, I have no fucking clue what you see in him. That guy's a douchebag, in and out of the court. I'm sure if you got to know him, he wouldn't seem so bad. He's kind and smart. Kind of like Dahlia, maybe. Right. He finally sits up, but he still doesn't look at me. Instead, his eyes are firmly planted on the horizon in front of us, the moonlit waves capturing his full attention. I guess I'm not one to talk. She didn't even show up tonight, even though she said that she would. He smiles, and for the first time, I see a genuine, painful sadness in his eyes. You know, I thought that I had it wrong, that avoiding love, that never chasing after it was a bad thing. That's just what I always did. I tried so hard, all the time. When my dad wouldn't visit, I visited him. When he didn't call, I'd call him first, and when that didn't work, I'd write him letters. And none of that was ever enough. So fuck it, right? I just stopped trying afterwards. For everything. Love is easier when you're not fighting for the affection, and that's what I believed in for so long. But I hated it. Everything felt so empty. I was so lonely. And then I met her. And it's like, for the first time, I thought that things could work for real. I just had to change, put in a little effort. I thought maybe if I started trying again, maybe if I fought with everything that I had, it could work for once. Maybe if I loved her that badly, she'd love me too. But I'm starting to think that I was right about it all along. I think love is like that too. He finally looks at me, his glossy eyes falling on mine. Love has always been a war for me, fighting for the attention, to give and to only hope to receive. Because what else could it be? I couldn't imagine loving someone without bleeding myself dry in the process. But when I see how other people fall in love, I think I'm probably wrong about it too. He chuckles. I guess neither of us really knows what love feels like, huh? No, I guess not. He smiles, and when he looks back at the ocean, he leans his head on my shoulder, closing his eyes. You deserve better, Mylo. Do I really? I think you do too, Baxter. Dahlia must not be as smart as you say she is if she can't see how great you are. He hums happily, but then his smile quickly fades. Or maybe I'm just not that great. Well, I think you're great. I turn to look at him, but his eyes are shut, and I realize that I lost him to the drunken sleep he's succumbed to. So I let him rest on my shoulder for a little while longer. Just a little bit longer. I eventually shake him awake, and we just start walking over to his apartment. He's not driving, so I might as well just make sure that he gets home okay. Ashland isn't that big anyways. We make it to his room, and he gives me a worried look. What about you? I think that you should stay the night. No, it'll be fine. I really don't want you walking home alone at this hour. It wouldn't be the first time. Seriously, I'm fine. I'll call Wyatt to come pick me up. I'll wait with you then. You're practically falling over. Just go to bed. I promise that it'll be okay. He hesitates, but sighs in defeat, heading inside. Let me know when you get home then, okay? I smile. He'll definitely be sleeping like a rock by the time that I get home, but the sentiment's cute at least. I will. Good night, Bax. Good night, Mylo. He closes the door and I hear him tiredly shuffle his way inside. Mylo, huh? It's rare he calls me by my name like that. I head to the curb and consider just walking all the way home instead of waking up Wyatt. But to my surprise, my phone starts to ring, and I sigh in relief. Maybe he was worried and stayed up for me. But when I pull out my phone to check who it is, there's no caller ID. just a string of numbers that I've committed to memory. It rings once, twice, 3 times. And then I answer it. Where are you? I swallow hard. Prentice Avenue. What street? 9th. I'll be there. What am I doing? The icy night turns colder as I shiver on the curb, my heart going a mile a minute. The road is desolate, without a single porch light on, and the street's lights flicker their golden yellow hues. I look up at the moon for the first time tonight, and it's new. So that's why the ocean was so bright. The silver bright glow of the moonlight. Is it too flickering? The wait is agony. I freeze to death in the lonely street, and as I start thinking that maybe I should leave, the soft sound of a rumbling engine catches my ear. Slowly, Jacob's sedan comes into view, headlights off, and he stops right in front of me. What am I doing? The statement echoes in my head until it's drowned out by the ringing in my ears. And I get into the front seat of his car. He doesn't turn to look at me. In fact, he doesn't say a word. He just quickly shifts gears and makes the circle around the block to head the opposite direction. I'm silently hoping that he's driving me home, as delusional as that may sound. Maybe he's just being nice tonight. Maybe he knows that I wouldn't be able to go home on my own. Maybe. But when we drive through my street and right past my house, I'm not surprised in the slightest. We arrive at his apartment complex, and he parks the car, stepping out into the cold air not a moment later, and making his way up the familiar steps. It's not too late to turn back now, right? Go home, pretend that I never saw him. Maybe. I head up after him, and we both go inside, stepping away from the icy March air. Good riddance. He doesn't take off his coat. Once I'm inside, he immediately turns to face me, those golden eyes holding me frozen in place. I hate what you did. I'm not sorry. Well, I am. He takes a step forward, closing the distance between us, and he cups my face in his paws. It's my fault that you went with him, and I thought that I wouldn't care. I thought that you'd get over him soon enough, but I don't want to watch that happen. I don't want to see you kiss him ever again. Are you going to tell me to break up with him again? No. I'm going to ask you to be with me. What? I'm pretty sure now, Mylo, that I want you to be with me, the way that you want us to be. Seeing him put his arms around you like you're his, I couldn't stand it. I want you to be mine. You're not messing with me, right? I'm not dreaming? No, I made up my mind now. Stay with me. I don't get a chance to answer. He pulls me in and kisses me before I get the chance to speak. But I think that he knew what my answer was going to be. We drunkenly stumble into his room and slowly, sensually, he undresses me from head to toe, and when he does the same, we collapse into this bed. Am I seriously not dreaming? It doesn't matter, I realize. Jacob's in my arms, and God have I missed him. Baxter goes to the back of my mind, and I replace every other thought with the here and now. Jacob holds me tightly against him, his hands gripping tightly onto my, pulling me closer and closer. Stay. He breathes the command into my ear, and I've never been more willing to comply. I will. And we kiss under the glow of the new moon. This is it, I think. It's over now. The war, the fighting, the push and pull. Baxter. It's all done and dusted. Jacob's finally mine. My head swirls in a disgusting way, and disorientated, I stumble to the bathroom, all of the garbage seeping out of my mouth as I kneel on the cold, tiled floor. It's bright, and so it must be morning. I wash my face and mouth in the sink and walk back into the bedroom, the sunlight burning my eyes, and when I squeeze them shut, a pulsating pain shoots above my right eyebrow. Hangover. Yay. I get back in bed, hugging the pillow. The unfamiliar pillow. My eyes shoot back open, and it's then that I realize I'm in Jacob's bedroom. And it's daytime. The memory of last night flashing through my mind in an instant, and I excitedly get up, careful not to worsen my already fragile state. He's not in bed. So where is he? Where is my boyfriend? I smile giddily. It's almost too good to be true. I walk around his apartment, but he's nowhere to be found. Maybe he went out? Maybe. No, don't be negative. He'll probably be back soon. I'll call him. I'll head back into the bedroom and take the phone out of my jean pocket, ignoring the missed calls from my mom, Lizzie White, Baxter. Then I see. A message from him. I open it, expecting to see something along the lines of be back soon, but what greets me is a very long, single text. I sit on the bed and read it. Hey, I'm sorry to do this way, but I think that we should take things a lot slower. Last night was a lot on both of us, and I think we jumped the gun too quickly. I like you, Mylo, but when I woke up, I realized that I wasn't ready to. I stop reading. I try to keep going, but the tears invade my vision, and the more that I blink them away, the more that come, staining his white sheets with them. But the gist of it was that it wasn't real. He's not my boyfriend. He needs more time. He likes me, but not like that. Not that much, not yet. But maybe someday he will. Maybe someday I'll wake up next to him. Maybe. The end of his text says something about a spare key. Guess I'm letting myself out of his apartment. But I stay, because he told me to. I stay and hug his pillow, letting all of the sadness escape me, letting the throbbing of my head replace the pain from my heart. I hug his pillow, and I desperately wish that I was hugging him instead. If you could see my face right now, I am so upset at this stupid dog. Oh my god. When will you learn? I guess love makes people do stupid things. I should know. I did something stupid with my previous ex. But still. If anyone could see it coming a mile away, it's like, oh my god, dude, what are you doing? Even you knew this was bad. You knew that this was... Anyways. Well, we finally got some Baxter one-to-one. Like, it wasn't more of Mylo's thoughts running through your head and him thinking about the past and whatnot. This was more Baxter. Him, I guess, slowly coming to the realization that Dahlia probably isn't good for him. And that perhaps maybe he should move on. And I honestly wished that Mylo had also thought that. And don't blame the booze. Because I know some of you are going like right now like, oh, but he was, he was drinking, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on. He knew what he was doing, unfortunately. But yeah, I feel bad for Baxter now. I feel bad for everyone except for Mylo. But I suppose, like I said, love does make you do crazy things. But eventually he's gonna have to one day come to the realization that the other guy, whether or not he secretly actually loves Mylo, he doesn't want to take that step to actually love him. Because literally all you had to do was just stay away from Jacob and things would have been better. Things were getting better. But no, you just had to run right back over there because in your head, you think that he's the one. He's the only one who loves you. He's the only thing that you have to live for. But no, there's the music, there's your friends, there's your family, then there's Baxter, who probably has a thing for you now. But even then, like, with the whole situation with Mylo and Baxter is also a little iffy, because it might just be sort of like transference, like taking their love for their situationships and then bringing it towards each other, only because they're getting close and whatnot. But like, what happens somewhere down the line, like, you know, is it gonna last or whatever? But yeah. Mylo, you idiot. Anywho, thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play What It Feels Like, you can do so by going down into the link in the description, which should have a direct link for the itch.io page where you can download the game and play it. If you would like to play any of their other games, then there should also be links for that. They also have a Patreon in case you want to support them and all their endeavors. And all my links will also be down in the description as well, right below those, in case you want to support me through other means. So yeah. Anyways, but I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.